What is going on, everyone? Welcome to yet another episode of Wrestling is Cinema. Got Joedan here, and guess what we're doing? We are actually somewhat blind reacting. So I told Jordan to get on, and that way I could ask him a question that I saw on social media earlier. And so he has literally you don't have any idea what I'm asking you, do you?
I got no idea.
The only thing I told him was about like Netflix, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so if I can figure out how to add it to the edit, I'm going to throw this on there. So I don't know how true this is, right? But it says exclusive. Netflix upcoming WWE deal reportedly includes a request for either Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes to move to Raw in January of 2025. If Reigns is chosen, early plans hint at him winning the World Heavyweight Championship to elevate the title, though the WWE plans are always subject to change. So, I want to know what your thoughts on that are first off.
So Reigns or Cody, they want one of them.
Yeah.
Which are like their two biggest guys. So that, I think, wait. Okay, so yeah, that's for Raw. So
Exactly.
one of the two biggest guys in the company moving over. I think from like a business standpoint, that makes total sense.
Absolutely.
But so let's see, who's the heavyweight champ right now? Is
Gunther.
Gunther on Raw?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's your boy Gunther.
that's my boy. Okay, so I feel like if it's anyone, it's gonna be Cody.
Yeah. You think
Because
so?
I think Roman sticking with the bloodline thing is probably what they're going to end up doing with that.
I could see that, especially since we are already in November and January is going to be coming up really soon.
Yep.
Who knows what's going to happen with Survivor Series?
Yeah,
I
Cody
think
doesn't need anything going on right now.
I think it's interesting, and the main reason why I thought it was super interesting is, for one, it's like I don't necessarily feel like Roman Reigns needs a strap to be able to like elevate himself. He's already kind of in that realm all his own now, you know. So, and everybody knows that right now Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, they're 1A and 1B. In my opinion, they equally get about the same pop. And so I honestly, it makes a lot of sense, and I would not be surprised at all whatsoever, because if you look at it right now, so here's what the strangest dynamic about it is. Right now, in my personal opinion, Raw is better than SmackDown.
Yeah.
Now, what's weird about that, though, is that SmackDown has the two biggest superstars on it.
Right.
And they have the longest reigning storyline on TV right now. They've got
and really, before Cody won the belt, they had both of them.
Exactly. So it's crazy to me that there is so much star power on SmackDown, but yet which brand do you think is better right now? Do you think it's Raw or SmackDown?
I prefer SmackDown just because of those storylines.
Yeah.
So really, I could go either way.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I'm a big Raw guy, but the other thing that kind of got me whenever I was reading that is just that. So, now you see this power dynamic, because Netflix, of course, they're paying a lot of money to WWE, and so because they are paying a lot of money, money talks. I mean, we've already seen how Crown Jewel goes with the Saudis. They basically bend the knee for whatever. WWE bends the knee for whoever is paying them the most. It's just best for business. I do think it's interesting, though, because a lot of people really like Gunther. A lot of people like Gunther.
I love that.
So I can't, and I respect him, so I can't necessarily see them taking the title off of him. And if they do, that's going to be huge.
Yeah. But so maybe they do like a draft special, like old school, like SmackDown versus Raw, like they used to do in like Ruthless Aggression era. So they do that. Cody goes to Raw. Roman stays on SmackDown. And then they can do like a long drawn out feud between Gunther and Cody, which I could see being pretty good.
Oh, dude, that'd be so good. So,
So
so would that mean then if they both, so if Cody still has the WWE titles, that mean that Raw now has the WWE title and SmackDown now has the World Heavyweight title?
maybe before Cody drops it to KO or Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally think that by WrestleMania that we're gonna have new champs. And
WrestleMania is
March or April.
March or April.
Yeah. I was actually telling my fiance that my bucket list, I would love to be able to go because WrestleMania is in Vegas next year.
Tickets went on sale like last week.
Oof. But I already heard the tickets are insane, and that's definitely not going to happen. we both know where each other works, so that's definitely not going to happen. But yeah, no, I do think it's such an interesting dynamic. I think the biggest underlying thing for me and my reaction to it is the fact that it's strange to me because Gunther has a lot of star power. Well, he's getting there to that point. Wrestling fans appreciate him a lot. He's not a household name, obviously, but CM Punk's a household name, and he's on Raw. Drew McIntyre. And then, well, we all know that Jey Uso is probably going to end up going over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
I don't like this time of year because then it's like you don't really have Raw or SmackDown superstars that are like big time. Oh, and then you got Judgment Day and you got the Wyatt Six. You got Damian Priest. You got a lot of star power on there, but for whatever reason, it's not enough for Netflix. But
who are the machine guns on?
They are SmackDown.
SmackDown?
Yep. I believe. Yeah, they are.
Okay.
And I will say that the main reason why I am a big Raw guy is, I would say at least 90% because of the Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
I just that storyline is awesome. But
Drew and Punk is awesome, or was awesome.
It was. And now neither one of them are on TV.
Yeah.
Crazy how that happens.
I saw an article about Drew the other day. He's kind of just taking time off because he had like a family thing.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh. Yeah, so maybe here's like just a fantasy book. So maybe they do a draft like they used to, like 2006, whatever. They do a big draft. Everything gets shaken up. Let's say everything gets shaken up, and Bloodline probably sticks with Roman. So whichever way that goes. So let's say he stays on SmackDown. Cody switches over to Raw for this Netflix thing. And then who knows where everybody else goes? It could switch up. Punk could go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Dude,
I would. You know what I'd love to see? Drew and Cody.
Yeah, Drew and Cody would be awesome.
God, that would be such a great.
Drew could probably be pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, Punk and Cody could probably be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I know you're not a huge Punk guy, but
definitely not a huge Punk guy. Yeah, no, there's a lot of different possibilities, but in my opinion, it was just so funny because whenever I saw that, I was like, "Dang, the shade thrown!" But I mean, it just kind of goes to show just how much star power Cody and Roman have now, which is really cool.
To have one of the two big stars on each show,
absolutely.
And it's not like they're the only ones, but they're definitely 1A, 1B.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and
I mean,
the fact they're on the same show together, kind of that makes things rough for the other brand. But the other brand is still doing really. Oh yeah, Seth Rollins is on Raw too.
Right.
So
yeah, see, Raw has a bunch of big names too, and that's why a draft thing could be fun, man. Like I remember those when I was younger, like watching those draft specials. And those are always so cool to me.
They are. So they're entertaining. Because you see everybody's reaction. They're like, what? No. Yeah. And then whenever they finally decide to, like, because that's an easy way to break up tag teams, too, if they want to give somebody a singles run.
You know what? Speaking of breaking up tag teams, because, New Day's been, like, in the news lately with that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
What if New Day gets drafted separately? I saw they're doing, like, a this week or next week.
The 10-year?
Years.
Man, somebody was saying, they were like, Triple H, please don't break our hearts and make this 10-year celebration be the Xavier Woods heel turn.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it sucks because New Day rules like hard. But a Xavier heel turn, I think, would be
Oh,
interesting.
dude, it would be so good. It would be so good.
Xavier would be tearing it up for a few matches, and then maybe Big E brings them back together.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't wrestle, even if he just stays and does like, outside of the ring, acts like their manager, I think would be excellent.
Oh yeah.
And, I don't know if it's something that he's down for or not, but
I think they really screwed things up whenever that one big fella got into all that trouble and then ended up getting released like that, because that looked like it was becoming a pretty solid storyline. But
yeah, they just kind of forgot about him, but which is probably the right thing to do. But
yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that was all I was going to ask you. I thought that would be an interesting little short talking point and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Well, let us know, guys. Do us a favor. Please drop down in the comments. I keep seeing a bunch of views going up on our videos, which is great. We appreciate it. But at the same time, talk to us. Hop in here and talk to us. That's what we want to do. So if you have not yet, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with all that being said, Joedan, you got anything else for our lovely, lovely viewers?
I just think what you said. Just drop a comment if you have any. If you have any ideas or any alternate takes. Absolutely. I said let us know.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, with that being said, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.